I hold myself very close to the Rav, and the same thing for my wife with the Rebbitzin. They're both the warmest people we've probably ever met. Because the Rav is always available, and what the Rav has done to myself and my family over the last year and a half, it's changed my life. I feel the Rav is a very big part of my family. Not a question, I davened in many shuls of my life. This is definitely the warmest shul, and that starts with the Rav and the Rebbitzin on each side. There are so many minyanim, the people from all over the neighborhood, people who aren't officially associated with the shul even come and use what the Rav is offering. Everything that goes on in the shul almost all day long, which is, I believe, the only shul in the neighborhood like that, and that all has to do with the dedication from the Rav and the Rebbitzin. My wife and I feel part of the shul, which is a big part of someone's life. We look forward to coming. I look forward to coming at night, bringing my son to Ma'ariv. The shul offers, I believe, what I don't think any other shul has. The Rav set me up with my chavruta, Barry Katz. It's been unbelievable. We finished the Masechta. We're ready partially through the second Masechta, and that has changed my life. I mean, my wife looks forward to coming with the kids every Shabbos. I mean, the Rebbitzin warmness of the shul, which I don't believe any other shul has this type of warmness, and that's because of the Rav and the Rebbitzin. You have all different types of people, but there's one common denominator. Everyone's very friendly, everyone's very warm, caring, and it's something that means a lot.
Well, I've been part of the shul since its inception. My first interaction with the Rav came over, good morning, how are you, where do you live, where are you davening, etc. Very warm and very personable. I daven in a couple of other shuls as well. One thing I can say about this shul is the liveliness of the Kehillah, the cohesiveness of the Kehillah. When there's a simcha in this Kehillah, it's not, are you going or are you not going? It's everybody's going, and it's a simcha for the entire shul. Something also that strikes me is that when Friday night, whether it's Daniel Dax or one of the Gabayim wish a mazel tov to someone, the shul erupts in a song of Siman Tov or Mazel Tov, and it's just something really nice to be part of. It's just a very warm and welcoming shul. There's nobody better to lead this Kehillah than the Rav and Rebbitzin. It just means to me as being part of a family.
I moved here and I was looking for a shul, and all my friends were telling me about the shul. I came here once, and I haven't left here since. I haven't tried another minute. It's a beautiful place, it's a warm experience. The Rav pulls you in, and you don't want to leave. And the Rav came, told me about a year ago he wants to start construction. He had approved plans, and he wants to start expanding the shul again. I was told that it expanded once before, and he wants to expand it again. He had a set of plans, and we wanted to find a GC to run the construction. So we put a GC together from a few people in the shul, and we started building it, and it came about a few weeks before Hashanah, and we didn't have a roof on yet, and our goal was to have an operating shul by the time Rosh Hashanah comes around, and we pushed late hours, early mornings to make sure we had a shul up, and now we have a beautiful extension up. It's not finished yet, but we had a large space for Rosh Hashanah and Kippur and for daily use. So with the Rav, as soon as you walk in and see someone new, he goes over to them right away, asks them where they're from, what their name is, and you know, they just move here, and asks them about them. He spends time with them, and then you know, after a few weeks sees you coming, and he gets your number, keeps up with you, and asks if you would like a chavrusa, and and how things are working out, how things are going, and that's what happens. I see it right away. If friends of mine come for Shabbos, so they come learn together, they're very inspired by the Rav, how warm he is, and the experience they get from the shul and from the Rav and from the people that daven here, and it's just a very warm, inviting experience. The fact that the Rav was so warm when I walked in here made me want to stay, and just have an unbelievable amount of appreciation for the way the Rav was warm and always there for us, and always asking how our day is going, and always available to speak. When I have any shayla, I call at any time to sit down, and have the utmost appreciation for the Rav and the shul and the people in the shul.
The second you walk through the door, the Rav sees you as a panim chadashas, he comes over immediately. So that's how he grabbed me. He asked me about myself, and you could see also he was trying to find out what he could do with me to try to bring out whatever kaiches he saw, because that's what the Rav does. The Rav takes every single individual person, finds out everything about them, connects with them, and then tries to get them to reach their full potential. So the Gemara in Bava Basra says, Gadol hama'asim and oisa, and talks about giving tzedakah, that the one who forces other people to give tzedakah is greater than the one who actually does it. The Rav is a ma'asa. He makes people, he forces them, not in a bad way, but he brings out their koiches. So that's something I think the Rav, at least for me, I know immediately, he said, I have a charusa for you. He asked me actually for years to kind of give a halacha shir, and I turned him down for years. But finally last year, when I had a little more time, he chapped me. So I'd say one of the most tremendous things about the Rav, and the most amazing things, is that he keeps on going and he doesn't stop. And that's why I think he's been gebenched with an incredible Makom Torah. It's the atmosphere that the Rav and the Rebbetzin engender, that every person matters and every person has koiches, and it rubs off on the mispalim also. You start to look at the guy next to you and you say, this is a mensch, he's a person. He can pa'alos, he has tremendous koiches. You say it about yourself also. You say, I have koiches. It's just a matter of, am I going to try to do something with it? And if you try not to, there's the Rav behind you, gently pushing you to try to do something with it. And I think that's really what makes the shul cohesive. It's the Rav bringing everyone together and constantly pushing for people to be better and better. The Tzad HaShav is over here. That every single person means something, and that's something that the Rav and the Rebbetzin recognize. And eventually it helps people recognize that they mean something and that they can do more. And that's really where you're getting such tremendous growth. And that's why the shul is such a magnet for people, because they recognize, everybody likes to feel like they're something, and the Rav makes you feel like you're something. The Kehila is a growing Kehila. It's growing in numbers and it's growing in ruchnius also. The amount of shiurim has multiplied, and the people that you see here are always, always, always looking to do more. It's a vart, it's a shir, it's a chesed, whatever it is. Every single person here is trying to do more, and that's really what we're seeing now. And that's, I think, a culmination is the expansion of the shul really shows that there's more people that are just trying to be better Jews. And again, it's really the Rav and the Rebbetzin pushing. And I would say that defines this Kehila in Marine Park.
The goal was to get the construction done by Rosh Hashanah and Kippur, to get the exterior done, have space to do it. And I asked the Rav, how is it going to be done financially? And the Rav says, if there's a will, there's a way. And the extension got put up, and now we want to finish the interior. And I asked the Rav again, how's it going to happen? He said, well, we have beautiful mispalim here. It's going to happen. People love the environment. They enjoy davening here, and people love to give to the shul. And through that, we're going to be able to finish the inside. We're going to have a beautiful simcha hall downstairs, and it's just going to enlarge the space and increase the spiritual aspect of the shul. When people have a beautiful shul, it makes it more inviting, and it makes them want to stay longer and learn and spend more time here.